It's house after house after house just destroyed in this rubble.
There's a table where people can sign their names and cards, kind of share messages to the families of the 5 killed on Monday's mass shooting. Canadian, Mexican, and Chinese leaders are planning to retaliate after President Donald Trump imposed new tariffs on their countries. 13 horses are recovering at the Kentucky Humane Society's Willow Hope Farm. Wes, what is the rest of our evening going to look like? Lots of snow out there. People might be shoveling their sidewalks, or might just, stay inside and get some soup. This is Dixie Highway. You can see traffic is flowing just fine. And this is a look at Crumbs Lane. The Emergency Management Services, they said that they received, of the 93% of calls that they received, they responded within 15 seconds. A national report on the state of computer science education is highlighting the progress Kentucky has brought to the classroom. Alan, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the holidays. How was it?
It was great. Spent the time with family. How about you?
It was good. I was here. I was waiting for you to tell us the weather, but I'm glad you were with family.
I got 2 double cheese small fries.
Behind the register, Monica Thomas preaches.
Bless our God, be a witness.
On the menu is what she calls hamburger ministry.
It's a ministry, and I use the French fries and the burgers as an inroad to stir up a conversation.
The conversation, race, and how to create systemic change.
Again, the key is community. Not those people that we assign leadership to, or the organizations that we think speak the loudest for us. Not so. See, I would suggest that these people that work here are your lay people. They can tell you better than anyone what solutions are necessary.
For 15 years, she's worked at McDonald's. It's her community. And she says they know how best to improve Louisville.
And this DOJ, once more and again, is just another body of work that other folks have done to make others feel okay. And maybe that's the step we need to be at, but I'm tired of making it palatable for white people.
In March, the U.S. Justice Department released a 90-page report. It's the 2020 police shooting death of Breonna Taylor that sparked the investigation. And the report says Louisville police consistently violated constitutional rights.
Come on in.
Rights Thomas is fighting for in the West End, just to be heard.
I'm talking about a culture that perpetuates poverty. And with poverty comes desperation.
Thomas says most people aren't at their best when just trying to get food.
So the DOJ really didn't reveal anything that an American would know. As a matter of fact, they could have paid me the money to write the report. I would have given you a good paragraph, and that would have been it. Didn't take 90 pages for the DOJ's report. I can take you to homes where these search warrants have been issued falsely.
She wants people to process the 90-page report on their own.
Whether it's palatable for you or not is irrelevant. Deal with the facts. Then let's really come together as those who are experiencing these atrocities to come up with solutions, viable, workable solutions, and hold the powers that be to task in getting them done. That's my desire. I don't want to sit in another meeting.
It's a constant struggle. She's exhausted from the recurring meetings with no real solutions.
So this notion of having all these meetings just to rehearse is crazy. It's superficial. It's non-authentic. As I said in the meeting, non-authentic. And you're checking in boxes just to say you've done due diligence.
Paying attention in hopes Thomas sees real change in her community. Spectrum News, Khyati Patel. Morning, noon, and night.
We live 6 houses from gate 13, which will take you right into the clubhouse gate.
Kim Worth has called this her home for 27 years.
Never been to a derby in all my life. No Derby, no Oaks, no Thurby, nothing.
Don't get her wrong. She's been to the track, just not during Derby week.
Partially with living in the houses, you become a prisoner in your own home. During Derby week, you become a prisoner in your own home.
That's because the 54-year-old says this particular week, her rule is to never move her car.
If you leave, it's hard to get back in after certain times. If you stay, so you pretty much stay. You come in, you make sure you have all your groceries, everything that you need for that week, and you just stay in the neighborhood.
She and her husband say the traffic, well, in their words, is crazy.
It has gotten worse as Churchill has acquired more property. Being able to get in and out has gotten worse than it was when we first moved in.
And over the decades, it's gotten no better.
When we moved in, there were 6 houses over there. And then gradually, as the people passed away, they sold their properties to Churchill Downs, and then Churchill acquired the rest of it.
Even with all she's surrounded with, she acknowledges Churchill Downs could be a better neighbor. But really, she wants to see more from her city leaders.
For our neighborhood, it's not really Churchill Downs that I am as upset with, I guess, as it is the city that doesn't seem to want to take any initiative.
Her house is in the not-so-perfect triangle. On one side, there's Churchill Downs. On the other side is U of L's campus. And then there's the Dixie Highway and its traffic.
Our streets need to be taken care of. You've got to spend money around Churchill Downs. It's not, I will say, I think Churchill needs to take care of Central Avenue because they use it. And I think they need to take care, and you think they need to pave it and that they need to take care of it. I think that is one street in this area that they definitely need to take care of.
Both Churchill Downs and U of L fall in Councilwoman Jennifer Chappell's district.
And there's a lot of houses that used to be there but are not there anymore. So if you look at an old map, and the property lines are all still there, but Churchill Downs probably bought about 100 houses. And so the neighborhood used to be a lot bigger than it is, but of course Churchill Downs turned those into parking lots.
In the year she's been a councilwoman, she's made it her mission to address this neighborhood's concerns, from street closures during Derby week to something small such as trash pickups.
Possible to do, but we want to make sure that people are being heard, and that we're making sure that their neighborhood is open, because it is a little startling to have, you know, all of these gates go up around your neighborhood, and then you feel like you can't leave and nobody else can come in, and it kind of halts life. And we all understand that as a Derby town, but I think that the people that are most impacted are right there around the track.
Life that will eventually move on.
So it's not like they're horrible neighbors. It's just an inconvenience one time a year.
No matter how you celebrate the Kentucky Derby. Spectrum News, Khyati Patel.